Like a scene from a comedy movie, King Kong's wrist was smashed to bits as he single-handedly clung to a rock, almost falling, and quickly pulled down another destroyer dragon. Little did he know, falling, it bit Kong's foot, making him furious, until exhaustion took over. They both tumbled down the cliff, and on the way down, King Kong hung on a vine while he hugged the destroyer dragon, miraculously caught by some vines. Once free, Kong punched the destroyer dragon twice, only to see another swinging above. This monster actually wanted to try a bite of Anna too. Kong was furious and hurriedly climbed the cliff to save. Just when Anna swung like a Caesar right by the dragon's mouth, Kong grabbed its tail and yanked it. They got caught in a tug of war and fell again, while Anna dangled between two giant mouths. What a hilarious sight. Kong executed a spinning kick, and Anna fell right on top of the destroyer dragon's head. What a comical blunder. She dared challenge a dinosaur first, but the vines gave way, plunging them both into the water. Anna had no time to catch her breath, stood up, and darted off like a startled deer while the destroyer dragon wouldn't give up. With the dragon closing in, Anna was out of options when Kong stepped in and shoved it against the wall. Then, descending from the sky with an incredibly heroic pose, he fought valiantly for Anna. These giants were the carnivorous bugs from Skull Island, currently congregating in the swamp. These bugs were terrifying. They came in droves and usually devoured lone giant creatures. If anything got too close to their territory, these giant bugs would spring to life. Once they touched their prey, it was like they just wouldn't let go. Struggle only made them more excited. They slowly shredded their prey like a meat grinder. It was hilariously terrifying. But there were other bugs living at the valley bottom. This one looked like a grasshopper. It was called the Sand Bug King, and it was super strong when it saw prey. They flocked together like a raid. Their powerful jaws tear prey apart, posing a huge threat, numerous and each over 1/2 meter long. A weak human like Jimmy was no match for them, just struggling in pain as he watched the scene unfold. Using his skills, he miraculously knocked all the bugs off himself, a true marksman. If his aim had been just a little bit more accurate, Chick would undoubtedly have been dispatched straight to the far northwest. What a tremendous shame it is. In the abyss, there were cruel creatures that sensed their prey, lurking like a nightmare. A huge army of giant submerged pigs detected prey entering their territory, ready for a wave attack. Suddenly, a gunshot rang out. It turned out to be the long-awaited captain. How miraculous. With powerful fire support, the giant submerged pigs dared not show themselves and hid in their caves. It was just too funny. They barely escaped this mess, but Jack, a lovesick guy, chose to stay behind for a solo mission to save the damsel. He didn't want to burden his friends anymore. The director believed Jack could save Anna, and Kong would follow close behind. Kong was moved by the director's plan, changing his original attitude and desiring to take him back to search for Kong. At the valley bottom, two giants faced off, Anna caught in the middle, squished soon. With Kong protecting her, Anna leaned towards him, and Kong was radiating masculine confidence and strength. He lunged at the destroyed dragon, prying its mouth open and biting off its tongue, just like an action move. A few combo punches slammed it to the ground. The last punch dealt a massive blow so satisfying. King Kong proved his dominion over the entire forest with his immense strength. How awesome. He was also a hot-headed and determined fellow, trying hard to show Anna his personality. Anna noticed the change in Kong's mood. Her gaze softened from fear. Then Kong effortlessly tossed Anna onto his shoulder, creating a scene that was somewhat comically amusing. Anna held onto his fur as they both departed, climbing using the cliffside. Looking closer, she realized they were all giant bones. How creepy. Kong gazed at those bones with sorrow. Clearly, they were his lost family. Even with the strength to shatter rocks, he couldn't resist the loneliness of the night. Anna stepped forward, seeing Kong's fallen face, began to practice juggling, trying to cheer him up. But Kong couldn't laugh, staring at the sunset. Anna paused to enjoy it too, saying how lovely. She never imagined this big guy had a romantic side, as Kong gently spread his hands for Anna to sit on. He then held her close, enjoying a moment of tranquility together so heartwarming. As night fell, Anna sweetly fell asleep in King Kong's palm like a little princess. Kong yawned, dozing off when a group of bats in the cave were gearing up for sleep. Suddenly, one bat spotted something. It was Jack arriving, like a plot twist. At this moment, Kong was already asleep, and Jack tiptoed over to wake Anna, creating a comical scene. When Kong woke up and saw his rival with the gun, he instantly got furious. It was hilarious.